On June 21, around 2:30 a.m. local time in Iran, the U.S. military deployed a 30,000-pound GBU-57 bunker buster bomb for the first time in combat, targeting Iran's nuclear facilities. The targets? Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, three of the most heavily fortified sites on the planet. This wasn't just another airstrike. It was a bold statement, a showcase of the U.S. Air Force's reach and precision when it's called into action. Each bomber carried the massive GBU-57, a bunker buster built to smash through layers of concrete and steel. The mission? Clear and audacious, obliterate Iran's critical nuclear infrastructure, buried deep beneath mountains. The operation spanned roughly 30 hours, involving multiple aerial refuelings, making it one of the longest and most complex bombing missions in recent history. This strike underscores how serious the United States is about halting Iran's nuclear ambitions. But it also sparks a dangerous question: what happens if Iran strikes back? What if their air defenses detect a stealth bomber? Could systems like the S-300 or S-400 lock onto a target designed to be nearly invisible? And what kind of response would that provoke from the U.S.? Right now, this moment could reshape tensions in the Middle East, potentially pulling the world closer to a broader conflict. The skies over Iran are now the new frontier of modern warfare. Will this daring U.S. move deter Iran, or will it ignite a retaliation that spirals out of control? We'll dive into the details of this unprecedented strike, unpack the big questions it raises, why it happened, what it means, and what could come next. So, could Iran actually detect and shoot down a U.S. stealth bomber? After several B-2 stealth bombers struck Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan in a coordinated attack, one question looms large: what if Iran fights back? Could their air defenses spot and target one of the world's most advanced bombers? To understand this, let's break down how both sides operate. Iran has poured resources into air defense, wielding Russian-made S-300 systems and possibly even the S-400, designed to guard critical sites. They also field their own Kordad-15 and Bavar 373 missile batteries, sophisticated weapons capable of tracking and downing many aircraft. But the B-2 Spirit was built to outsmart them. The B-2 isn't just a bomber, it's a stealth masterpiece designed to stay invisible. Its unique triangular shape and radar-absorbent materials shrink its radar signature to almost nothing. To an Iranian radar operator, a B-2 might look like faint noise, nearly impossible to distinguish from the background. Even if Iran's defenses picked up a signal, it'd likely be too late. The B-2 slips into enemy airspace at altitudes and angles that make it nearly untrackable. By the time a radar site spots it, the bomber's already too close for an effective missile intercept. And the B-2 doesn't fly solo. It's backed by a network of support, F-22 and F-35 fighters, plus naval units like Aegis-equipped destroyers and carriers. Together, they create a shield that can jam, confuse, or destroy enemy radar before a shot is even fired. If Iran launched a surface-to-air missile, it'd instantly expose its position, inviting a swift counterstrike. Within seconds, that site could be hit by precision weapons from U.S. fighters or guided missiles from warships offshore. For Iran, engaging a B-2 risks triggering a devastating response, one that could dismantle not just a single defense site but their entire network. The B-2 is built for moments like these. Its ability to penetrate contested airspace, combined with its long range and precision payload, gives it an unmatched edge. Unless Iran develops a breakthrough in stealth detection, and no such system has publicly emerged, their best bet is to avoid direct confrontation. Otherwise, a single shot could escalate into a much larger, more dangerous conflict nobody wants. Why were Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan targeted? To answer that, you need to understand their role in Iran's nuclear ambitions. For over a decade, these sites have been at the heart of a secretive, contentious program fueling tensions with the U.S. and the world. Fordo, buried under a mountain near the holy city of Qom, is designed to withstand attacks, encased in layers of concrete and rock. It houses some of Iran's most advanced centrifuges, enriching uranium closer to weapons grade than ever. Natanz, sprawling across a desert, is Iran's largest enrichment site. Despite past cyber attacks and sabotage, it's always been rebuilt. Isfahan, a city rich in history, hosts facilities tied to uranium conversion and weapons research. Together, these sites form the backbone of Iran's nuclear program. For the US, letting them operate unchecked was never an option. Iran's growing stockpiles of highly enriched uranium posed a threat far beyond the Middle East. The B-2 strikes were a message: no matter how deep, hidden, or protected, America can reach these facilities. This wasn't just about destroying buildings, it was about disrupting a timeline, setting back a program that intelligence fears could yield a nuclear weapon in just a few years. Hitting Fordo showed even Iran's most secure sites are vulnerable. Striking Natanz crippled their enrichment core. Targeting Isfahan disrupted key links in uranium conversion and weapons design. These strikes weren't just about slowing centrifuges, they were about shifting the balance of power in a region on the brink. The US made a calculated choice, signaling it will enforce its red lines, no matter the terrain or defenses. It's a warning not just to Iran but to any nation thinking its underground secrets are untouchable. To grasp how the US pulled off such a precise, devastating strike deep in Iran, you need to know the aircraft behind it. The B-2 Spirit is unlike any other bomber. To an air defense operator, it's barely a blip, smaller than a bird, making it incredibly hard to track or target. What makes the B-2 so lethal is its range and precision. At 21 meters long with a 52-meter wingspan, it can carry up to 18,000 kilograms of weapons, including the GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrator, the largest non-nuclear bomb in the U.S. arsenal, designed to burrow through concrete and rock before detonating. It's perfect for buried targets like Fordo and Natanz. But the B-2 is more than a weapon, it's a symbol of American air power. It proves that no matter how well an enemy hides, the B-2 can reach them. Its stealth doesn't just conceal the aircraft, it rewrites military strategy. An enemy might fortify a site under mountains, but the B-2 bypasses those defenses, making them feel exposed. For Iran, this strike was a wake-up call. The B-2 isn't a relic, it's a present-day tool that can strike with precision in contested airspace and vanish before a response can be mounted. It's a testament to how technology, planning, and precision can redefine warfare. The strikes on Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan have already shifted the Middle East's tensions. For Iran, this isn't just a tactical blow, it's proof their underground fortresses can be hit, no matter how secure. But the ripple effects go beyond Iran. In a region of shifting alliances and rivalries, this strike sends a message. For Israel and Saudi Arabia, wary of Iran's nuclear goals, it confirms the US is willing and able to act, strengthening ties with Washington. It also warns groups like Hezbollah and the Houthis that aggression could trigger a crushing response. For Russia and China, who've invested in Iran, this complicates their regional strategies, showing US air power can operate deep in contested zones. Every precision strike like this raises the risk of miscalculation, making a wider conflict harder to avoid. It could unsettle global energy markets, spike oil prices, and heighten cross-border tensions. What began as a targeted airstrike could spiral into a global crisis, one nobody wants but may be hard to dodge. The world is watching, and every move in the coming days could shape the Middle East for years. This B-2 strike isn't just a headline, it's a pivotal moment for the region and maybe the world. The US has shown it can hit Iran's deepest targets, but such precision carries risks. What happens next? If tensions rise or retaliation follows, this could escalate beyond one mission, pulling more nations into the fray. Was this a brilliant US move, a necessary flex of strength, or a risky step toward a bigger war? How should Iran respond? Will this force them to rethink their nuclear program, or will it spark a wider conflict? We want your take. What do you think of the US decision to launch this strike? Was it the right move? If tensions keep climbing, how do you see this playing out? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we read every one. And if you want to support the channel, consider joining the fleet. You'll get loyalty badges, priority replies, and help us bring more real-world military stories to light. Just click join on our channel page and hop aboard. Stay sharp, stay curious. We'll see you in the next mission.